Have you ever risked everything based on a gut feeling? When my mom got married, everyone expected me to be happy for her, but I wasn't. I couldn't be. Not because Dan wasn't a provider, he was. And not because he wasn't romantic, he was. But because I knew my mom, and I knew that she was easily manipulated. When I was 16, she found the devil's lettuce in my room, so I told her it wasn't mine, and I was just storing it for a friend. And she believed me straight away. So as the man of the house, I always knew it was my responsibility to watch over everyone in her life, including Dan. I always thought there was something off about the way he treated me, how he'd grip my shoulder a little too hard, how he'd stop smiling the second my mom wasn't looking. But all of these things could have passed as him just being moody or something. So I had to wait until I had some concrete evidence, something my mom couldn't dismiss. Well, a few weeks later, I asked my mom if I could borrow Dan's work iPad. By this point, I was 18 and needed it for a school assignment. No, that's his! Her reaction immediately set off alarm bells, because my mom had a soft voice. Sometimes I'd even get mad at her for not being more assertive with me and others. Sorry, she said right after. It's just that I tried to borrow it one time and Dan got really, angry. I stared at her blankly, watching her get flustered like she had just said something she wasn't supposed to. And why is that? I asked, trying to keep my tone neutral. Oh, he told me the battery on the iPad gets damaged if anyone else uses it. You effing idiot, how could you believe that? I wanted to yell. But instead, I just nodded like it was the most reasonable explanation in the world. Okay, Mom, no problem. As soon as she went to sleep, I grabbed the iPad, because Dan was visiting his mom or something, so he wasn't home. It unlocked straight away, and I ran to his Telegram app. There was only one person he was texting on it. Gotcha, I thought to myself. When I clicked the profile picture, I expected it to be some photoshopped blonde girl, someone who was a downgrade from my mother. Instead, I was faced with a girl wearing braces and glasses. I covered my mouth with the palm of my hand and gasped, because he never told my mom he had a child. But as I read through the texts, I could practically hear the police sirens, because there were dozens of texts of him telling her how pretty she was, how no other girl could match up, how he loved being around her, blah 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 blah, all very disgusting. I had already decided that he was going to be disowned from the family, so I kept reading to get as much evidence as possible, and that's when I saw it. He wasn't at his mom's house. He was with her. Without thinking, I grabbed my car keys and drove straight there. It was a 2-hour drive, but I made it in an hour. The location ended up being a cabin in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't even get a Wi-Fi connection, and there were no other houses within